Hey guys, welcome to your love reading, Spiritual Infusion 1111. Let's jump into the reading. What messages do you have for the collective with love and romance? What's the energy? What do we need to know here? Okay. First card out is No Filter. Uh-oh. Is this too bright? All right. Let's take down that light filter right quick one time. All right, so we have filter. Somebody here really enjoys the way you communicate or the way you express yourself. There's something about you in particular right now where you're very unfiltered in the sense of if you have something to say, you're going to say it. You're coming across right now to whoever this individual is that's watching you as very authentic and very free. It is what it is type of mentality or type of ideology here. And they really do appreciate that. I also feel like it's coming in as wanting to bridge some type of gap here. And again, we have power couple and chained. So wanting to bridge some type of gap here, but also understanding that part of the problem with the two of you is that there's either been a lack of communication or a lack of conversation with what you both want. How do we go from point A to point B? Are we moving forward? Are we staying stagnant? What exactly are we doing? Because the reality is, this is somebody that really feels like they want to bridge this gap because they know the two of you together are unstoppable. But it's about having this very open-ended conversation that I feel like is something that could have chained this person in the past. Now, you or your person could be a hothead. This could be one of the reasons why they haven't really been able to have a very unfiltered conversation with you, because they're worried that once they break whatever was holding you back, that you may be relatively frustrated with whatever this person is dealing with, but they don't want to be chained anymore. They don't want the codependency. In this, they're breaking chains to anything that's unhealthy, but there has to be some type of communication or conversation on something that was holding them back, whether that's having to go to AA or NA or Gamblers Anonymous or whatever. It's like somebody here had some type of unhealthy behavior or unhealthy people or unhealthy activity that was around them that stopped them from completely progressing. And I just feel like somebody here wants to have this conversation, and they feel like once I have this conversation with you, you're going to understand that I only want to be with you. I want to bridge this gap. I want to be closer. I want to come together. I want to work together. For some of you, you may work with this person, but it's about breaking past those chains. And in order for this person to break past the chains, to become the power couple, to bridge these gaps, they do have to be very unfiltered here with whatever they're coming forward and whatever they want to communicate, because they do want to communicate what was holding them back. Because the reality is, you and this person have this spark, this click, this whatever it is, where they really do feel like you would be there for the long haul. This is somebody who is sitting here thinking about your honeymoon, about love on the brain, about being here for a long time with, you know, a long haul when it does come to this type of connection. Because the reality is, you can be with somebody, but that doesn't mean you're going to be making boss moves with that person. And sometimes people you make boss moves with are not the people that you actually can, right? But this is somebody that really does believe that the two of you coming together, that you guys are in it for the long haul, or they want to make sure that you understand that they want to be with you, okay? That's why they want to have this very no-filtered type of conversation with you. They want to talk to you often. they're really in their feelings right now because they want a reunion. So for some of you, this is a past person that's coming back in that wants a reunion. For others of you, if you're dealing with a new person, this new person wants to come in because they feel like there's something that's stopping you guys from completely coming together, and it's some type of conversation. Because the reality is there's been an instant spark, an instant soul recognition, and there is this unexplainable pull when it comes to this person in particular to you, where they realize that they need to invest in the connection. If you want to be with the collective, if you want to do the right thing, you have to invest. You have to show up. Love is an action. Love is not something that you can just say without any type of whatever. And pause. I was listening to something last night, and this man's grandmother said this. He said, "Why do all the best people get hurt?" And the grandmother says to her grandson, she said, "When you go to pick a flower, do you pick the most beautiful flower or do you pick the weeds?" And that's exactly why the most beautiful people, inside and out, typically get hurt. But I feel like for this person, they're realizing that they did hurt you in some type of capacity. And that's why it feels like for the first time in a really long time that somebody here is coming in with very much long-term intentions. This is somebody that is invested, but I also feel like there had to be some type of removal here, some type of detox, some type of purification, getting rid of some type of negative energy that was having this person have either abandonment issues, being unreliable, or almost leaving you feeling deserted. Because the problem is, this person wants all of this with you, but they do need to remove whatever was chaining them, whatever the unhealthy attachments were, before you and them can kind of come together and be one. What needs to be purified here? For some of you, your third eye needs to be purified, but this is in reverse. It's this person being overly rational. It's this person being overly direct. It's this person not really understanding or expressing their truth. It's the way that this person thinks. Sometimes when you're with somebody who's insecure or has a lack of whatever it may be, this is somebody that's going to overguess everything, overthink everything. They're going to expect you to take every single action, and that's just not the way that it works if you want to be in a divine connection. So I feel like when it does come to this person, they do want to go all in here. For some of you, they may want to go on a road trip. They want everything with you. They don't want to lose you. Like, this is somebody who's very worried about not having this very honest and open communication or conversation, because they're very concerned about, are you going to listen to them once they get it out of their system? And everybody is different. For me personally, if I already know something and somebody continues to lie, that's insulting my intelligence, and I don't like that. So naturally, I'm not going to want to bridge a gap until somebody is completely honest. So whatever the energy is here, your person knows that they have to be 100% honest in order to bridge whatever gap this is between the two of you. And this alone will help this person level up. It will help this person remove their toxic attachments. For some of you, your person was in devil energy, whether they had people around them that were in devil energy. But again, birds of a feather, they do flock together. One bad apple in a bunch ruins, one bad apple ruins the bunch. There's a reason that these sayings are said for multiple generations. So your person is ultimately understanding here that the road to success and to accomplish the goals and to move to that next phase in life when it does come to you is about removing or cleansing these chains. Because realistically, once this cleanse is completed, this bridge, the gap between the two of you, the lack of communication, the lack of understanding, okay, all of that changes where you know this person is in it for their long haul. You know that this person wants to talk to you constantly, that they're feeling all these things, right? But a part of it is removing the negative energy in order for you to float, right? Think about balloons. If balloons, they weight them down so that they don't float to the sky. It's like this person can only go so far with you because of whatever they were chained, whatever they were weighted down with. That's why you felt like, why am I being put on the back burner? Why do I feel like we have all this potential to do all these amazing things? We have this instant connection, this unexplainable pull towards each other, but yet you're not getting anywhere with this person. And for a lot of you, because this individual did not make their intentions clear, you were unsure of what they wanted. And this is somebody that almost felt like at times like, okay, I can put them to the back, work on whatever I need to work on, and I can come back when I'm ready. And it just feels like that in its own right was a major setback to your connection or even to your relationship. That's why now this person is over here and they're manifesting you. They're saying, listen, okay, I fell off. All right. I was off track. I know that we're not where we need to be. I know that you're not even happy with where you are right now. However, I hope that by me setting my intentions with you and you seeing that you are my wish fulfillment and that I can give you everything, that you're going to know that I'm the person you want to be with. I'm your ride or die. I'm your power couple. I'm your good morning every single day, right? It's us against the world. But I do feel like whoever this person is, they need to come forward after being in this hermit mode. And part of them, they're in hermit mode because they flaked out on you. They abandoned the connection. Or they abandoned the mission. Why did they abandon the connection? What was the real reason that they abandoned the connection? By the way, if you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Because they were an idiot. They were a fool. They were a fool who lacked wisdom, right? They didn't know enough, or there was some type of communication or some type of conversation in regards to you. There was some information that they found out that was a lie. And because of that lie, it forced this person to separate themselves from you. And now what's happening is, because they're over here in this isolated energy, they're beginning to see you as being very optimistic, being very innocent, having this free spirit where, you know, maybe they felt like they weren't good enough, or that you didn't want to be with them, or that there was other people in their ear telling them somebody else was better than them. And now this person feels like a complete fool because instead of them showing it's me and you against the world, they deserted you and abandoned you during a time where you needed somebody to be very reliable in a relationship or just even in a friendship. You have Pisces, Aquarius energy here, but this is somebody that is very, they have a lot of faith in the journey. And this is also somebody who's doing the work. You have Virgo energy here as well. 8, you could be a life path 8. You could be born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th. You could even live in a home that's a number 8. Whatever it is, it's like this person has been very dedicated to doing the work. How would the collective feel emotionally about them doing the work? It's like after they lost you, or after there's a moment of break or pause, if you and this somebody fell off track, you would be surprised, to be honest. By the way, huge shout out to my nail girl, Ruby. I'm going to leave a link to her in the description because I think she's fantabulous. Okay, so if you guys are ever in the Reno area, you guys can hit up old Ruby, because let me tell you something. She does amazing. I got the little papaya and the tiger stripes with the green. So obviously I'm feeling a little bit, right? A little eccentric. Did you guys hear that? It sounded exactly like I just went, and then somebody else just did it outside. But you would feel really good because you would almost feel like this is somebody that's been fantasizing about you, that really does admire you, and it would probably put you in a very emotional state if you knew how this person felt. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, because this person really does admire you and they do want to work with you. But I am getting, regardless, Five of Swords, Aquarian energy, Venus and Aquarius, there was a lot of mind games that were being played when it came to partnership. When it came to giving to you, it's like this person did the opposite. Like, you play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize. Was it worth it? And I think that this is something that your person is realizing, where even for you, you could think that there's all these mind games that are being played when it comes to you and your person. But I also feel like part of it is in your head, and the other part of it is because somebody was infiltrating your connection. However you want to slice it, dice it, and rub it down. Again, we have the divine connection coming out here right underneath the Fool. So you have Libra energy, Jupiter and Libra. You know, this person is trying to make some type of educated decision here on what's the right thing to do. And they needed time to figure out who was lying and who wasn't. And the only way for them to do that was to completely isolate themselves, not only from you, but from whoever else they were dealing with. Because now that they're in a place of peace, in a place of where they can think clearly, it's almost like whoever this person is. Let me go get Enzo. Hold on. Again, whoever this person is, they needed to take a time out to understand who was lying and who was manipulating. Because you do have somebody here in the background that's being very manipulative when it comes to information or energy. So you could have had somebody doing spell work here, words or spells at times. So there's heavy mental, emotional, and even possibly physical manipulation. How does the collective's person, how do they view this other energy? It's somebody that they work with. Divine intervention is in reverse. And the King of Pentacles. So this is somebody that stopped your person from coming forward and making you an offer. Whether that is a family member, whether that's a friend, whether that's just a freak of the week. I don't know who it is, but somebody here infiltrated your connection and was playing a lot of mind games. So until your person was capable or able of separating themselves from whoever this energy is and think for themselves. Part of the problem is there was somebody that was putting things in this person's mind, and because of whoever this individual is, they trusted them and they shouldn't have. That's why now when this person is in a clearer mindset, anything and everything that they're thinking about is all about your divine connection. It's all about you being with one another, having a level of emotional enlightenment, right? The seventh house just came out. You have Libra again, right? This is your twin flame soulmate connection where they feel spiritually one when it comes to you. And they've received a level of enlightenment with the fact that you were innocent with inside of your connection. You didn't want anything from this person. All you wanted them to do was get to know you, love you, treat you with respect in order for the two of you to continuing to that next phase. But the problem is, instead of going to that next phase, this person put you on the back burner because they were unsure of what the actual potential was within inside of the connection. Now, your person has been doing a lot of work. They could be watching you online. I'm getting a heavy fixation on watching, okay? Watching you, whether that's online with social media. If you don't have social media, it ain't for you. Hello. The fact I have to say that 1 + 1 is 2. All right? I'm not going to repeat that again. So if you have no social media, it's not for you. They're watching you somewhere else, whether they're driving by your house, they're checking you out at work, whatever it may be. but there's somebody here that is actively working on wanting to be in a relationship or a significant commitment with you in the 3D, because this is somebody who is beginning to understand exactly what your value is. By the way, I'm going to put a channel below. The channel is Chit Chats with Aphrodite. Yo, I love it. This is somebody who channels Aphrodite directly. So I'm going to include her channel below just in case you guys want to check it out and see a different perspective of somebody channeling literally Aphrodite. And she really does channel Aphrodite. So I don't know why I'm thinking about that. The second house, house of values. But I just wanted to give her a quick shout out. Chit Chats with Aphrodite. All right. This person is really seeing like your worth, right? They're really focused on how you handle yourself, the way you dress, the way you smell. You know, this is somebody who is very possessive over you and over your worth. And they're realizing like they value you more than what I feel like you can even fathom, or what you realize is what it's coming in as. And that's why they've even either had a conversation with the people that were trying to infiltrate your connection, or this is just them really wanting to come in and clear up any of the mind games that were played previously. It's like this person just wants to have a talk with you. Gemini energy, Taurus energy, Libra energy. Why do they want to talk? Because they miss you. Cancer, moon in Cancer, they're emotional. They're unable to move forward or move on past you. That's something you may or may not realize when it comes to this person, is how much they really do care about you and your situation. And they're blaming themselves for something. They're blaming themselves for the reason why you don't love them. They feel like you don't love them anymore, that you don't want to give to them anymore, that you're not in love with them, that you don't want this union and you don't want this harmony, or you don't want to harmonize your connection. Aries energy, you have Venus in Cancer, Mars in Aries. It's like this is somebody that loves your face. They love grabbing your hair, touching your hair, and they love how, if you're a feminine, how submissive you are. If you are a masculine energy, how dominant you are, where you make them feel safe. You made them feel whole. It's interesting. As I'm doing this reading, I'm beginning to want to like throw up. So somebody here is literally sick to their stomach over not speaking to you. This is somebody who is sick to their stomach because they want to plan to move forward with you, but they also know that they have to express their truth, and they're embarrassed to express their truth, because if there was a third party, which I don't know if there is or there isn't, if there was a third party here that came in between you and your person, they feel bad because they were comparing the two of you together when there is no comparison. You can't compete where you don't compare. It's like comparing a kindergarten valedictorian to a Ivy League valedictorian. They're completely opposite. And that's something that this person feels like they have to take the time to explain to you. But the idea of explaining it definitely makes them sick to their stomach, because they also know that whatever they're going to express to you, it may be something you don't agree with. It's something that may not mix well with whatever is being said. That doesn't jive with your ethics, with your moral compass. It's almost like somebody saying, oh, I'm into polygamy. And you're like, well, I'm into monogamy. Okay, well, if you like me, then you'll be into... No, absolutely not. My morals and my values and my compass will always supersede the wants and the needs of somebody else, because I'm derivative from God. So that's where this person is anxious to have some type of conversation, because they kind of know it's going to go over like a fart in church, where that may throw things completely off balance. How will the collective react to the conversation that this person wants to have? How will the collective react to this conversation that this person wants to have with them? You're going to be confused at first. You're going to be like, you may be in a place where you say like, what the hell does that have to do with me? Because it's coming in as like, not really being sure what this person is trying to say. You're going to get an inkling that this individual is very possessive over you, where they're going to do or say whatever they need. Like, this is somebody that's not going to leave you alone. Okay? Whoever this individual is. And if it is somebody that will leave you alone, then I'm not talking about that. And I'm talking about an individual that is in love with you. I'm talking about an individual who's made a mistake. I'm talking about an individual who's even played mind games or played a stupid game and they won a stupid prize because they didn't win you. They admire you. They want to work on things with you. They feel like if they're planning on coming together with you, Aries energy, you have Virgo, Gemini energy. Again, you have Sagittarius, Venus, and Scorpio. A lot of Venus energy. But again, you have Venus and Aquarius. Anybody knows, and even Gary, the number dude, says this. Anybody that has a Venus and Aquarius, that is a known cheater. Sorry, Aquarius. Or a lack of intimacy. They'll hold intimacy, right? Thinking that that will make that person change. You have Venus and Cancer and then Venus and Scorpio. These two Venuses go together because there's a lot of love here, but this love confuses. It may confuse you how much in love this person is with you because you really are this person's entire world. That's why it becomes confusing because their actions superseded what their truth was. We've all been there, right? Like where for some reason the truth isn't revealed and everybody's sitting there going, well, why does nobody know what the truth is? Why does everybody, I don't know. But whatever is said, it's going to confuse you because you're going to sit there and say, great, this is great vindication for me. And I feel free. And I'm glad that you said that. And I feel complete. But why would you even do that if you felt so strongly about me? Why would you even play games? Right? Why would you hide how you feel? Why would you hide the fact that you're in love with me? It doesn't make any sense. Not realizing it's because this person was trying to recalibrate for the vibration of a relationship. And you may have met this person when they were not on a vibration of relationship. They were on a vibration of being single, having a good time, dealing with their friends, listening, whatever, right? But now they're in a place here with this Jupiter and Capricorn energy where they're doing the work. We see this work, this self-work. We see this up here with this Eight of Pentacles. They're physically putting in the work. They could have got a new job. They could have been doing something. Whatever it is, they're trying to get back to their basic so that you and them can pair together and pair well with one another. Because they really do want to be happy. Pisces, Mars and Pisces. Like, you're the person that makes them the happiest. Like, I don't know how else to explain this to you guys besides saying you make this person happy. You make this person feel like they're Superman, like they're Mario, like they're Michael Jordan. You make this person feel like they're John Gotti. Whatever it is, you make this person feel like they can conquer or do anything as long as they have you by their side. But they're realizing here with this Two of Pentacles that whatever their daily tasks were, whatever they did daily, that's ultimately what's disrupted your entire connection because of their prior day-to-day actions. But also, let's take it a step deeper. This is somebody that's willing to work. This is somebody who wants to be monogamous, believe it or not, because it's just the two of you together, coming together as one. You could be the yin, the yang to this person's yin, or the yin to the yang, however you phrase it, but they feel like you're their perfect pair. That you're the reason why they do certain things. So for this person, they've tried to keep themselves busy over this time period of losing you, but everything always circles right back to you, because that's the happiest time of their life. Let's get into the extended, because I'm really, really curious here. This was a great reading. I'm glad to be back. I just needed a little bit of recalibration time of my own. So I am back. I'm really excited because I also built out a tarot course that has a journal for you guys and everything. So that should be dropping this month. I finally got everything in for shipments. So I'll be able to start shipping out products again probably by Friday. So if you've purchased something from my website within the last 2 or 3 weeks, I am going to be shipping everything out on Friday, hopefully. Okay, because now I got all my shipping materials and everything, so I am good to go. If you want to book a personal reading, you can check out my website, spiritualinfusion1111.com. All right, let's get into this. How does this person view themselves inside of the connection with the collective? They're hidden. It's a lot of hidden emotions, a lot of hidden feelings, a lot of hidden energy. They feel unseen. They feel as if you don't see their truth. How do they view the collective? How do they view the collective? Eight of Pentacles. Very focused. Very ambitious. How do they view the collective together with them? Like them and the collective together, their relationship as a whole. What is their perception of their relationship right now with the collective? Seven of Swords, not good. There's betrayal, there's a lack of conscience, there's deception, but I also feel like that's because of that Five of Swords. This is Moon in Aquarius. This is somebody who has purposely, for the cheap seats in the back, people that have purposely avoided emotions, avoided love, even though they feel this, right? These two energies go hand in hand, okay? And what is this person's intentions romantically when it does come to the collective? What is their intentions? This is your current situation. Their intention is to be with you. Hello, can I come in? That's what their intentions are. It's to be with you. It's to make love to you. It's to show you how important you are to them. These cards look jacked up. I apologize. I can't see the camera. By the way, huge shout out to Steph for getting me a major computer setup, so I'll be able to show you guys the cards and myself at the same time, and do lives and a bunch of other cool things. So thank you to Steph. By the way, if you haven't already, please make sure you're really paying attention right now, because this is the extended. And in the extended, we clarify each one of these. We pull oracle messages. We take a deep dive into this person's psyche with exactly what's going on in the 3D. YouTube is 5D. Extended is 3D, okay? But it's great because if this reading resonates and you know exactly who I'm talking about, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that this is your person, definitely check out the extended. It is available on Vimeo. All right, let's keep going. What are they fixating on with the collective? What are they fixating on? The Ace of Wands, being intimate with you, having a new start with you. And what do they need? What is it that they need from the collective right now? If they could have anything from the collective, what would they ask for? What would their wish be? Judgment. That you would have this conversation. We're going to have to dive deeper in this. That's why I'm saying, like, with these cards, we're going to go really deep in. So it's judgment. It's renewal. It's a resurrection. It's a reincarnation. It's a reunion. It's like this person, what they want is that you guys will be able to come together and forget whatever happened in the past and just move forward, because they feel like the two of you do have a level of love for each other, even if you're not willing to admit it. What does this person feel like destroyed the connection? What do they feel came in between them and the connection? Hey, Enzo. Can we stop? Thanks. below, an external party, okay? Platonic, non-platonic, I don't know. Somebody here came in between. An external influence came in between your connection. What does the collective need to understand here? Or what do they not see coming? What do they not see coming that they need to be aware of? Woo! Could lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You're about to be 100% vindicated very quickly. Very quickly. Okay, so with that being said, this is your reading. If you want to book a personal, all the information is in the description. If you want to get the extended, the link for that will be in the comment section below. You click on the link, it takes you right on over to the reading. And with that being said, I love you. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.